Welcome to Runs Hits, Aaron, the Pittsburgh Diamonds pregame show, here for game 2 of the 3-game set against Sonoma. And you can take out whatever cliche you want to use, your back's against the wall, there's no tomorrow, whatever you want to say. That's the situation the Diamonds are in tonight. They cannot lose another game this season if they want to be the first half champions of the Pacific Association. Tonight, of course, on Runs Hits, Aaron, we talked to Aaron Miles, the manager of the Pittsburgh Diamonds. And Aaron, what do you have to say about that situation?
Well, I'm going to just say all we got to do is do the exact same thing we did last week, which was lose the first game of the week and then win 5 in a row. So we did it last week. We can do it this week. We have the starting pitching to do that. We just got to play a slightly better game than we did last night. Obviously, last night we couldn't push one across, and you can't win a ball game without doing that. But we're doing everything else we need to do to be the team that can win this and take it. So if we get good starting pitching every single day and we can get the timely hitting, I think we can make it interesting. And it starts with today with a good pitcher on the mound, Travis Blackley.
It was interesting last night. It was more than interesting in the ninth inning when you had runners at second and third. You're down by 1 run, the tying run at third, the winning run at second base, and even a chopper that looked like it might cause problems. And then yet Maura Laura made a good play and threw the batter out. We look back on that game, any changes you would have made, any differences, or is it just a matter of good pitching against good pitching?
There's nothing I really would have done. Maybe be a little more aggressive and try to steal a base here and there, but, Taylor Thurber's pretty quick to the plate, and Isaac Weinrich's one of the best catchers in the league, is the best catcher in the league. He's great at throwing runners out, and, Garcia got on to lead the game off of. We thought about letting him take a base, but then, Walls hits into a double play. We really didn't have much opportunities. We had second and third, or first and second, middle part of the game with Marty Carrena coming up, and I like to let him swing the bat. He hit a good shot in the left field. They caught it. Bautista struck out, and they got out of the inning. Could have maybe bunted there, but it's too early for me to give up that run. And with Marty Carrena, who's a 300 hitter, I hate to give them that out. So. Those are all hindsight, being that we pitched a great game. We didn't come through. We had a couple chances, but you have to tip the cap to the other team for pitching the way that they did and playing defense the way they did. They played a hell of a game, and they deserve the win.
So tonight, with no tomorrow, as they say, what about sending those runners and stuff? Do you think it'll change, or is it still play by play?
Well, I'm going to play the game the way I see it. It's always, you always take into consideration who's coming up, what their pitcher looks like, and you weigh your options. Obviously, there is no tomorrow, so we'll see. I tend to think that I'll just play the game the way I usually do it, and sometimes I get a little more aggressive on the bases than other days, and we'll see how the game presents itself as we're playing it today.
High pressure situation, and you certainly have the person who you would want to have, I guess, in this high pressure situation, man with major league experience, Travis Blackley.
Well, he's a heck of a pitcher. I've been talking to him all day today during BP, and he's got plenty of stories of big games, and he's a gamer. He's a professional, consummate professional who's, proved that he can do it time and time again. He's in great shape. He pitched a really tough game a week ago and didn't give up a run. And he's ready to go. He's excited. He's loving the fact that he can be somebody, somewhat of a teacher to some of our young guys, and love to play the game and pitch like he does. So we're looking for him to, even this series up for us right now and get us one step closer to that first half championship.
Wait, we talked a little bit about managing style in the past. I guess not directly, but little parts of it that go along managing the players, and especially heat involved and that type of thing. Who was the best manager you played with?
Well, man, I played for some good ones, but I guess I got to start with Tony La Russa. So, that's I'm always going to defer to that. He's a future Hall of Fame manager. Lou Piniella played for another great one. Clint Hurdle was great. Jerry Manuel. Don Mattingly, I thought, did a heck of a job for us with the Dodgers, and he's continuing his career.
I think of Tony La Russa as kind of the original manager who kind of led baseball into the statistics age. Is that fair? Is he the one who first poured over the statistics and kind of helped them lead the way?
Well, he was one of the guys that first was big with the bullpen matchups, I would say. So, if you want to say that there was, statistics involved in that, they do it right. Nowadays, all the stats are one click away on a computer. Tony La Russa grew up with huge binders this big. So him and Dave Duncan have just stacks of books on scouting reports of guys and at bats, and they kept those things around. Somebody maybe turned those into DVDs or something, or CD-ROMs. I don't know if they did or not, but he's a guy, very intellectual guy, a lawyer, lifetime baseball guy that played the game with hunches and played the game with stats, and he, the best of both worlds.
So how much does that play in your managing this team? Do you pour over stats? Are those important to you? Or?
I pour over the stats. I'm on the website of the league, and I look at the personnel. A lot of it is go by what I see, but the stats don't lie. So we try to pay attention to the guys who run a lot. If there's anybody in their bullpen who doesn't really throw a lot of strikes, so that's what we try to do, and create a game plan with it.
I know two things you talked about coming into the Sonoma series last time. Is that one was you wanted to keep the Sonoma runners close to the base, and your pitchers were told to keep an eye on the runners and let them know that they knew that they were there. From my own perspective, watching the game, they have done that. They have thrown a lot with the runner on base to the bag, and has it made the difference you wanted?
100%. Our guys have done a great job holding runners. They've done, it's been something that we've had to get better at, and now that the league a little bit better, there's a stat line to go by. The guys that you need to keep close and the guys that you don't have to pay as much attention to, and we've done a great job this series and in the previous series in Sonoma of controlling it. Hopefully we continue that today. Travis Blackley is probably one of the best holding runners and picking guys off pitchers in the history of professional baseball. So we should have no problem doing that tonight, and hopefully we can continue that, because that goes a long way in beating this team over here.
And those are two different talents right there. I mean, to pick off a runner means you have to have a really quick move usually and throw the ball accurately and quickly and hard, and to get it over there in time to pick somebody off, which is different from just being aware that he's there and making sure he knows you're there and keeping him close otherwise.
Well, I think deception is probably the biggest thing. You want something that looks very similar to when you're delivering the ball home. That, and obviously quickness too, if that's the type of move that you do, quickness. But sometimes it's just the deceiving part, is looking exactly like you're going to when you're throwing home, and all of a sudden you come over. And I think the guy tonight, Travis Blackley, is somebody who's mastered that, and that's why he's picked off over 200 people in his career, which is, I don't know, that might be some crazy record that's about one a game for his whole career.
Wow.
Which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Look forward to it tonight. If anybody gets on, then there's a good chance he's going to pick somebody off.
Well, this is it. It's not the final game, but the first game of the rest of your life, as they say. You got 5 games left in your life. Hopefully you get all 5.
Well, we need all 5 for this first half, but regardless, we feel good about our chances going forward. Obviously, Sonoma did a heck of a job setting themselves up to be in the position that they are in. We came on strong in the end, and we feel good about where we're at as a ball club moving forward. Hopefully we can end strong with this first half and push it to that next series and win these 2 here and take it to Sonoma with a chance to sweep them and take the crown.
Great. Thank you very much, Coach. Good luck tonight. That is Runs, Hits, Errands for today. Our discussion with the manager of the Pittsburgh Diamonds. And we are getting ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series. The Diamonds are in a situation where they have to win all 5 of the games remaining in this season, this first half of the season, for them to be first half Pacific Association champions. And we'll be underway with Game 1 of those 5 coming up right next.